All right, back in our studio kitchen on this Food City Friday, once again joined by registered dietitian Kirby Moir. We were talking about Aslan. I'm like, don't you love all those elastic bands? Finally, we can eat a little bit at our cocktail parties.
We get a little bit extra space there. We can fit in a couple more bites.
And it's good bites because the things you're making, first of all, the presentation, they look beautiful. But like you said, you're getting a little bit of that protein.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I think moving on from kind of our appetizers or small bites we talked about, we hit our seafood, we hit our vegetables. This is a way to transform beef. And beef is actually, depending on the cut you're gonna get, can actually be a leaner cut. So I did a tenderloin. And when we think about the tenderloin roast, you're normally going to see this probably throughout the year as a fillet. So it's definitely going to be an elevated cut. It is one of the leaner cuts in total fat and saturated fat. What I like about it is that it's just super tender.
Yes.
So even though it doesn't have a lot of fat, it just still has that phenomenal texture. And then it doesn't take a lot to really feel that decadent. Small bite goes a long way.
Yes.
So these are just a fun little canapé, and I'm gonna keep telling everyone, I love something that looks fancy and elevated.
I know. What's it called again? A what?
Yeah, a canapé, yeah, it's just a small bite, but this is just an effortless little phyllo cup. So those are in the frozen section of your Food City store. They are actually pre-cooked, so you just warm them. And then I did an apple onion jam. So you just do a Granny Smith apple, you're gonna core that, peel that, combine that with an onion and a little bit of olive oil and butter. I like to do equal parts. You cook that down for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's the most labor intensive part of the whole thing. You're then gonna kind of pair those up, and I actually did a tenderloin roast as like my main dish that I would be serving my family. And I did about a 3-pound roast, searing that on the outside in a hot pan, and then you just let the oven do the work there.
Nice.
The secret to getting this beautiful color, if you're asking me, that's the color we're looking for.
Right?
Nice medium, medium rare. You're gonna wanna take that out of the oven at about 120 and let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes before you carve it. That's gonna reabsorb all of those nice juices. You get that beautiful color. So I would actually say you could do that before guests are coming, and then you could kind of give them a little taste of what's to come for dinner.
Nice.
So I serve these in the pre-made little cups.
Oh, wow, wonderful. And the searing that you mentioned, so important with this cut of meat, I think. Don't skip that step.
Absolutely, and that only takes a few minutes. You're just gonna wanna get the pan warm. Again, I used olive oil there, a little bit more of that heart-healthy fat, and then again, the oven does the work. It took about 40 minutes total in the oven. And what's nice about this is gonna be rich in zinc, iron, and B vitamins. So maybe you're thinking about doing ham. I'm like, you're gonna get a little bit less fat, a little bit less sodium, and it's really that decadent treat we're looking for. Your whole family's gonna be excited to sit down. And then of course, a traditional vegetable. I roasted this at the same time. So again, anytime we can really make that oven do the work for us, we're serving up that lean meat paired with a Brussels sprout. I did a little bit of Dijon, maple syrup, and olive oil.
Oh, yum.
And then I finished that with a little pop. I'm gonna tilt it just so we get the money shot there.
What's over here? Is that some bacon?
There's a piece of bacon. Yes. If you're asking me, I always do one piece of bacon that I would then kind of sprinkle in at the end.
Okay.
It's gonna be, we're fine with the 5 grams of fat we're adding for the whole pan, but that is the secret, I think, to that umami rich flavor. And again, beautiful presentation there to sneak a little bit of extra vegetables matching up with that leaner beef cut.
It's beautiful. And the pomegranate seeds, I love. You used them in the trays to give you that Christmassy look.
And they're seasonal right now.
They're beautiful.
So get them while they're in season. We have tons in that produce section, and they just look so fun and festive too to serve to guests.
Okay, wonderful ideas. We're going to post all of this online. She shared some recipes and tips as well, so you can look for that. And you can get, of course, all these products and so much more by going to foodcity.com for more information. Kirby, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.